Spoilers for General Hospital. Spencer Fumes as Baby Ace receives Cassadine fortune. With suspicions concerning Spencer Cassadine's inheritance and the unexpected prospective successor, Tiny Ace Cassadine, General Hospital delves into an intriguing storyline involving Victor Cassadine's final will and testament. We also look at the potential effects on Spencer and Valentin Cassadine's financial situation, as well as the intricate web of connections within the Cassadine family. Victor Cassadine's will on General Hospital, the interesting world. Hello, supporters of General Hospital. I want to discuss Victor Cassadine's impending will and some battle spoilers concerning Spencer Cassadine. And because someone extremely improbable to inherit everything, I wonder whether this reading will make everyone lose their minds. Could the recipient of Victor's money be the infant Ace Cassadine? Let's explore this and have a little discussion about it. The mysterious will invitations and Esme Prince's participation in GH. I want to delve more into this because General Hospital has been airing invites to the will reading this week. Esme Prince has not yet been seen receiving one either. She still might do so though, or perhaps she wasn't expected to be involved in the process. Therefore, she wasn't asked to the will reading. Remember that Victor had dispatched his goons to kill her and kidnap Ace Cassadine because he was so angry with Nicholas Cassadine and Spencer Cassadine that he was essentially prepared to write them off. And in his not-so-tender loving manner, he was just going to raise Ace as the next generation of Cassadines. So many of the other Cassadines have received invites this week. And since they don't always go by that name, you know there are more Cassadines on General Hospital than you often imagine. Sam McCall and Alexis Davis, for instance. The unexpected Cassadines and General Hospital's complicated relationships. Both of them are Cassadines, and Alexis received an invitation. Ava Jerome is kind of a Cassadine, however I'm trying to recall if she and Nicholas actually divorced, and that's why she now holds control of Windermere. Of course, she believes that her husband Nicholas has passed away, but whomever is in charge of Mason and Austin is keeping him in a coma. Therefore, it will be interesting to observe which Gatlin Holt employee has Nicholas on General Hospital. He is, however, absent for the time being. He won't be receiving any inheritance. Therefore, invites have been distributed. One came to Anna Devane. Naturally, Spencer is also invited. He'll undoubtedly bring Trina with him, no doubt. I thus have a great deal of curiosity in learning if Esme Prince will be invited. And perhaps the messenger who has been delivering all of these just hasn't reached her yet. GH Future Predictions. Victor Cassadine's will reading. And some of the other General Hospital spoilers for the upcoming week are the reason I'm wondering that. As a result, it is clear from Victor Cassadine's reading of his own will that he was aware that he might not survive what had transpired. And it appears that he arranged things incorrectly. When did he write this will, is the question. The timing is crucial because if Baby Ace hadn't been born yet, he or she may not be able to participate. However, according to official General Hospital teasers for next week on Tuesday, May 23, Spencer Cassadine is ready for a battle. Spencer has been really angry about his trust fund and other issues, so I wonder whether he will lose it at the will reading. A new chapter in the Cassadine family on General Hospital story is the controversial trust fund. Remember that Ava Jerome was really handed power over it by Nicholas Cassadine as retribution for Spencer and Esme's targeting, stalking, and terrorizing of her. So we must undoubtedly determine the purpose of the conflict. Perhaps Spencer on General Hospital is going to lose his luck. Who is in charge of the family's wealth now that Victor is dead and his father is missing? It always goes to Cassadine, the oldest Cassadine, so it is a very huge question. Naturally, Valentin Cassadine is still alive. We're back to the original question of when this would be published because Victor Cassadine initially believed Valentin Cassadine had passed away. So, unless Victor updated his will while on board the Haunted Star, After learning that Valentin was still alive, it appears as though Valentin may have been excluded from it. Understanding a Cassadine's last will and testament. The dramatic history and complexities of Cassadine will readings. Therefore, General Hospital's time is everything. What's really amusing is that Helena Cassadine, whose final will was read some years ago, I don't know if you remember, had sent Nicholas this horrifying portrait of herself, to a person. Like, there was all this stuff. They made a huge deal out of her will, and while some people received very specific gifts, the most of it was for naught. As though they had begun to write a plot before just saying, nah, and dropping it. You guys may check me on this in the comments, but I think Helena Cassadine gave Alexis, Davis, and Sam each a cent, and essentially said that was all they were worth because they weren't actual Cassadines. If you don't recall, Helena killed Alexis's mother on General Hospital with a knife. Helena was not going to put up with Mikos falling for her as though she were an opera singer or anything like. She also murdered Alexis's mother. I believe it occurred just in front of her. That's what I can recall from the past, at least. A review of previous GH will readings and the drama that followed. The truth is that General Hospital's Cassadine will reading never happens without drama. Helena undoubtedly met expectations, so Victor will likely have to surpass them. Victor and Helena are, of course, Valentin's parents. But neither it nor its retelling had yet been published. Because no one was aware of Helena's secret, it wasn't even on anyone's agenda when her will was read. Spencer Cassadine of General Hospital, at the intersection of legacy and loyalty. So the crucial query is Spencer Cassadine's rant over the will motivated by his rage over his younger brother receiving everything? Spencer is now adamant about sticking around in his brother's life. On a recent episode of General Hospital, he assured Esme Prince that he would follow her no matter where she went, what she did, or where she chose to settle down. Ace Cassadine's fate and the issue of wealth in general hospitals. Because he will continue to live with his younger brother. He will thus follow her wherever she goes, not necessarily attempting to kill his sibling, but trying to hang on to him. Even saying, "You buy a house, I buy the one next door," he said to her. Spencer is used to having a ton of possessions, freedom, and limitless riches, so that's all well and good. He used to reside on a private island on General Hospital and would make fun of the other youngsters in Port Charles for being townies. But is there a chance that Ace Cassadine, the little child, emerges from this will reading as the major victor? And who knows, perhaps Alexis and Sam will receive an additional 2 pence. That would be amusing in a way. General Hospital's complex Cassadine relations. Valentin has expressed interest in them, he is kind to them, and he and Alexis get along well. They discovered that they are not related at all, despite the fact that he believed he was Miko's child. They are therefore not siblings, but they are both connected in that they are Cassadines. He does, however, like her, despite the fact that other family members do not view them as true Cassadines. Sam and Alexis had never piqued Victor's attention beyond that of a mere, sideline or what he didn't consider actual Cassadines. The question that remains is, what on General Hospital has he invited all these people to do? The fact that Anna Devane received an invitation alone suggests that he just updated his will. After all, he shot her, believed she was dead, and then she appeared on the ship. Speculating in GH about the specifics of Victor's will, I believe we'll all have to ask when the hell he wrote this when the will is made public. Did he write this before shooting her, and before he realized they were reuniting, if you know what I mean? The deadlines for everything Victor-related are simply so complicated. However, General Hospital should have a lot of drama the following week. Theories and predictions about the Cassadine fortune's future. I'd want to add a few more points to it. What do you think about that, other from the fact that if Ace Cassadine had a lot of money, Esme may have descended from her son? Realistically speaking, Victor could have wished to murder the majority of these individuals, because they would be dead if his scheme worked. He may have reasoned that it wouldn't matter as he would still be alive. Therefore, it is still uncertain what Victor Cassadine is up to on General Hospital. But given that Ace is a baby, I do have a question. Does it imply Valentin and Spencer won't have access to the family money if he leaves him that wad of cash? And will they both need to find employment to support themselves? And if so, does the entire sum go to Ace Cassadine the child? Who is in control? Victor's will, the executorship issue, who then serves as the executor, who will be in charge of giving the money to that child? Victor may have faith in Laura Spencer Collins to complete the task, only because he is aware of how terribly ethical she is at this stage in her life. Can I think of anybody else?